Hello, we're thrilled to greet you from our new home at Battersea Arts Centre in London, where we're about to be dazzled by art.
Not just by art. Here in the Grand Hall, we've got some pretty grand artists who'll be painting some exceptional sitters.
So, roll out the red carpet, the red paint and red easels. Welcome to Celebrity Portrait Artist of the Year.
Competing in today's all-star cast are actors James Fleet, Fenella Woolgar and Mark Gatiss.
I'm not competitive. I don't think like that. Although I have slowly poisoned all of them over breakfast.
And joining them are presenters Annika Rice, Sophie Morgan and comedian Jenny Eclair.
I'm quite disappointed in how good everybody else is. I thought there'd be more Sunday afternoon dabblers like myself. Doodlers, that's what I like to call myself. I'm a doodler with flair.
A successful career in the limelight hasn't stopped our 6 celebrities from developing their artistic skills.
It turns out it's very difficult doing portraits. You have to get a likeness.
They'll have to make the right creative decisions.
I've lost his fractured hands. I don't want to see your hands ever again.
To create a portrait in just 4 hours.
Time.
Choosing a winner will require the expertise of our 3 judges. Award-winning artist Taishan Scherenberg, art historian Kate Bryan, and independent curator Kathleen Soriano.
I feel the competition fizzing.
Well, I love what Mark does, so, you know.
But take him down anyway.
So who has got the artistic flair?
I've got the likeness now, I'm going to try and have fun with it.
What does that mean?
I don't know.
And the right temperament
Don't be too relaxed. It's a competition, man.
to create a masterpiece
It's killing me.
It's
killing me.
You're such a worrier.
and become the next Celebrity Portrait Artist of the Year.
I think I might have peaked.
How soon do you know it's not going to work?
Oh, about now.
To demonstrate their ability, each celebrity was asked for an example of their work to give us a sense of what we might expect today. Welcome, 6 celebrity portraits on this celebrity day. What do you make of this celebrity painting?
I think it's a great figure study because I like the way that the body kind of collapses on itself. And I like the colour palette as well.
You got that sort of pink stain and the body's shifting and you get more volume.
I also think it's great because they knew when to stop.
This is a rather fine portrait, if a little melancholy.
Incredibly sensitively painted and, you know, sort of gently observed. And that right eye is just gorgeous.
It's an artist who obviously looks very carefully. The sort of delicate sort of structuring of the cheek and the forehead.
Very sort of fierce self-examination you sense here. And someone who I feel is playing around a little bit with styles.
Yeah, I mean, I like the way that these brushstrokes all hover on the surface, especially on the cheek there. Great startled expression, almost.
Here we have a painting of the artist's mother.
I like the lusciousness of the paint. It's affectionate, but stern. You get the feeling you might be told off or to eat your greens.
Yeah, I find it very English painting. I expect Miss Marple to look like that.
Frida, beautifully drawn.
I mean, absolutely masterful control of the pencil. Very, very fine work.
That soft blouse is, I mean, the feeling of the pencil mark on her is very beautiful and contrasts with the sharpness of the hair.
I love everything about this.
Me too.
I love the shadow, I love the crudeness of the paint, the position of the sitter. It's just so sweet.
Yeah. You might say maybe they don't know how to draw correctly, but I'm not interested in correct because this is its own language. It's a wicked little thing.
With everything set, it's time to reveal which 3 famous faces our celebrities will be painting.
Artists. Your sitter, you're right, Annika. Your sitter is a former track and field athlete turned broadcaster. She won gold at the 2000 Sydney Olympics. Please welcome Denise Lewis.
Oh, wow!
Since winning heptathlon gold, Denise has been president of the Commonwealth Games England and reached the final of Strictly Come Dancing.
Amazing.
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 Lovely.
We've delivered.
You did.
Why am I so nervous then?
Have you done this before?
No, I've never done this before.
Obviously, you know, you're a very active person. How are you going to find sitting still for 4 hours?
I think I'll handle it. When you're used to competing in large arenas and having to stay in the zone and focus, I'm hoping this is going to be a breeze.
Well, that's exactly what we need. You need to stay in the zone and focus.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Artist, your sitter is an American actress whose prolific career has covered everything from The Goonies to The Good Wife. Please welcome Martha Plimpton. Rising to fame as a teenager, Martha's stage and screen career has spanned over 30 years, acting alongside greats such as Robert De Niro and Harrison Ford.
All right.
Now, you're being painted by Mark, who's been a sitter himself.
OK.
It's fine, it's fine.
OK.
Just stay awake.
Yeah, that's the main thing,
Yeah.
right? Because I was wondering if maybe I should read. I have some reading to do. But then reading sometimes makes you sleepy.
Could you rehearse your lines in your head?
Yes, I might have to do that. Wonderful. But suddenly I'm really nervous.
No, I know.
You're not as nervous as we are.
I guess that's true, right?
Artists, your sitter... Yes, you. Artists, your sitter is an actor and singer-songwriter. He's known for solving crimes in Lewis and causing trouble in Victoria. Please welcome Lawrence Fox. Lawrence studied at RADA, but also loves music, releasing his debut album, Holding Patterns, in 2016. Are you a man who has portraits of you littered throughout your house?
Hundreds.
Hundreds? Are you good at sitting still? You strike me as quite a fidgety person, is that fair?
Yeah, low-level panic attack at most of the day.
OK.
Fidgety.
Right. You can't fidget today. They're trying to capture your essence on canvas.
Oh, dear. It'll be messy.
Artists, how would you like our sitter to sit?
I want you to be comfortable and happy.
Comfortable and happy, that's what my mother wants.
It's a lot to ask.
That's what we all want.
That's what we all want.
I want you to look straight at me. No, that's good.
Whatever's comfortable for you, I think. Yeah.
I mean, this feels pretty comfortable.
Yeah? You sure?
Is that okay?
Yeah, yeah.
I think that's good.
Right.
That's it then. From here,
How much can we move you? Oh, do what you want with me.
If you moved
Move
your
the chair
head
that way.
slightly, if you look a bit that, head a bit further round, and now looking back. I would like a little bit more this way.
I have a holiday booked at Christmas.
We can move
We'll
around.
move.
We'll move around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great. Good luck, sitter. Good luck,
you.
artist. Celebrity artists, hopefully you have everything you need. If not, it's a bit late now.
You have 4 hours to complete your portraits. Good luck, everyone. Your time starts now.
I want your strong face.
My Olympic face.
Your Olympic...
If I can remember what that looks like.
Just keep still. How many guitars do you have?
12 or 13.
It's always good to ask them a question. Puts them up their guard.
Nice. It's just above that.
Some artists start by carefully mixing the colours to get the exact shade of the background, whereas others have different ideas altogether.
I really hate this background. I'm really struggling with it. We've got mud colour here. I don't think it does anything for him. I might... come to your house. Oh, dear.
Jenny, what are you doing?
I'm covering the wall with this nicer paint. I can't bear there not being any colour at all behind this man. It's horrible.
I think you're not even painting the bit behind his head from where you're looking.
Am
It's
I
over
not?
here.
Oh, God. Right, that'll have to do.
Now you're painting on there as well.
Why not? It's the same colour.
I'm getting out of here.
I've just got rid of all the white, which freaks me out, and now I'll start to make it into a mess. And then out of that mess, I like to try and extract her spirit somehow. God, that sounds quite crazy, but I know what I mean.
Alongside life as a television and radio presenter, Annika Rice fell in love with painting and studied at Chelsea College of Art. As well as using conventional brushes, she's happy to paint with her hands, or anything else that happens to be available. You painted your portrait with a twig, is that right?
Yes.
What does a twig give you?
It stops you being precious about the marks you make.
OK.
Because I love those early cave paintings, because, you know, that is pure mark making, isn't it? They didn't have the full array of art materials.
They didn't have art shops.
They just had a twig, possibly,
Yeah.
or a bit of old antelope.
So you feel your
I'm
connection
channeling a
to
cave.
your ancestors.
Yeah. Now you've said it, yeah, that's exactly what I'm doing.
Amazing.
Martha,
Yeah?
are you in pain?
No, my leg is fine. It's my rib cage that I'm surprised by.
Just shout if you need to stretch.
I will.
You're doing a great job, I have to say.
Thank you very much.
And you've definitely got the proportions right.
Oh,
You can
thank
feel it.
you, thank you
And the
so
set of the mouth. It's very
She's
good.
brilliant.
She is brilliant. Have you told her you're not doing her legs? Does she know?
Oh,
Does
that's
she
a
know?
really good point. No, so we probably should tell her and give her a break.
Yeah.
Should we tell her now? Oh, you were going to torture her.
Stage and screen actress Fenella Woolgar discovered her love of art while taking painting courses for a part in the film Mr. Turner. She thinks she looks rather miserable in her self-portrait, which was painted on a dull day in January.
Do you ever feel that you have one area which is like your Achilles heel, maybe
Yes,
the nose?
I make it too long between the eye and the ear.
Right.
So I have to readjust and bring it in.
I have to say, we've got two of our best artists in this section here today.
This is, I'm calling this Serious Painter's Corner.
Yeah. I feel the competition fizzing.
Well, I love what Mark does, so, you know.
But take him down anyway.
Mark, how do you think she is as a sitter?
Fantastic. She's held it brilliantly. And we've not used the leg at all, which is a bit of a shame.
So cheeky to put a leg over the arm.
She liked it, yeah. She thought it was comfortable. She was wrong.
As if it wasn't enough to be actor, comedian, novelist and screenwriter, Mark Gatiss is also an enthusiastic student of art. His self-portrait was painted in oils in 2.5 hours.
Why such a strong background of pink?
I'm colourblind. I thought it was green. I think the danger with sort of neutral backgrounds is it makes things muddy. And it's so shocking, it sort of brings it all to life, I think.
Because your techniques are really the classical way of painting, aren't they?
Very kind.
I like to chat up my guests.
After solving her problem with the set, Jenny now has time to focus on everything that's wrong with her sitter.
I was hoping for more beard, fatter and glasses, but I've got the Adonis, the strawberry blonde Adonis. I'm not quite sure what to do with him. I'm struggling with his body. He's a bit of a, what I call fidget. He's got ants in his pants. He gave me a look then, as if to say, I haven't.
Despite getting a D in her A-level art, comedian and writer Jenny Eclair came back to painting 5 years ago, taking classes at Dulwich Picture Gallery. Her submission portrait is of her daughter Phoebe and is painted in acrylics.
You very annoyingly painted over the background.
Yeah, I think it's hideous. It reminds me of my school. I sort of had
okay,
a
that's a
sort
kind
of
of
Pavlovian reaction to orange and brown. And because he's so tawny himself.
Tawny. I
like
like
a
that. You're
tawny owl.
orange and brown, I think. You didn't really stand out from the back.
It all got a
makes
bit
absolute
tabby
sense.
cat, didn't it?
I do love the Vincent van Gogh head you've got there.
The head's great.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah, it might cut everything else off, because I'm not trained enough, because I don't know what I'm doing enough. A few lucky strokes are more likely to work than hours. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
It becomes overplayed and tortured.
Yeah, we like tortured.
Our celebrity artists are 1 hour into their portrait challenge.
I don't know what I'm going to do yet with the background. I think I'll probably suggest something more than do any detail. I like unfinished pictures, so I'll see how I get on. Time!
It turns out it's very difficult doing portraits. You have to get it like this, which is tricky. And she's got such a warm, spiritual humanity about her that I just want to create a gentle painting.
It kind of started quite well, and now I don't know what I've done. But you know, I'm not going to panic.
Don't panic.
Don't panic. Yeah, some of the things I've just put in the wrong place. Ooh, that's terrible. Don't look at that. Ugh.
Here at Battersea Arts Centre, our 6 celebrity artists are 1 hour into painting Denise Lewis, Lawrence Fox and Martha Plimpton, who are all holding their pose, no matter how challenging that is.
Keeping very still, you're very good.
Thanks, Dad.
You're welcome, lad.
James, you've really caught Lawrence, but you've done it in an unconventional way. How do you do that?
I don't have a method. I think you just put the paint on, see that it's wrong, and then paint it off and put another bit on.
I mean, you just blocked it in then?
Yeah. Just start with the top of the head. I start there.
Yes.
And then
you
I kind
work
of
your way
like guess
down.
where his chin is. What I always get wrong is I always give them enormous top lips.
I can't see under all your hirsuteness. Do you have a rather large top lip?
I don't think so.
Because I do, and I get that wrong, you see.
That's interesting.
He's got quite a large one, so you're doing okay. It's a beautiful large top lip, Lawrence, of course.
Loved for his portrayal of bumbling characters in 4 Weddings and a Funeral and The Vicar of Dibley, actor James Fleet enjoys painting in his spare time. His submission is a portrait of his Scottish mother, wearing her favourite blue coat.
The painting of your mother is very beautiful in it. The colours are rather nostalgic.
It's very like her, which is why it's unfinished, because I don't want to spoil it.
How did you approach painting that?
It's a complete fluke, I don't know.
It sounds like it came out by happenstance.
Yeah. I've got a sort of 1 in 10 success rate with paintings.
Well, that's quite good, 1 in 10.
Yeah.
Well, look, you seem very relaxed. Don't be too relaxed. It's a competition, man.
Sophie, there couldn't be more of a difference between the way you're working and the way Annika's working.
No, I get that.
Annika's sort of dipping her hand in the paint and smacking it against the canvas. And you're working with a pencil in very fine detail.
So now it gets to a point where, right, I've got the likeness, now I'm going to try and have fun with it.
Right. What does that mean?
I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm just going to sort of...
Take it out to a party.
I'll tell you what, it'll be...
Before her career as a television presenter, Sophie Morgan studied fine art at Goldsmiths University in London. Her submission portrait of her artistic inspiration, Frida Kahlo, took 12 hours to create in pencil. Your submission is not a self-portrait.
No, I'm not Frida Kahlo. She's got such detail and character. That's what I look for. You'd be a great face to draw.
People say that, and I don't know whether that's good or bad. Is it because I've got
It's the
such a weird
eyebrows.
thing? Is it the eyebrows?
I'll draw you next.
Great likeness. I mean, it's just her.
I hope so. It's pressure, you know, because she's so beautiful. I'm trying to not give her a beard.
OK. Do you fancy a beard, Denise?
Was there ever a more charismatic sitter than Denise?
I know, and she's so elegant and majestic the way she's sitting, folded into that pose, but also holding everything so tightly and so precisely.
She is like some goddess figure, isn't she?
Yeah.
It's like something on a coin. One can't stop looking at her, let alone the portrait.
I think I'm a very good sitter, very focused. I don't think I've moved too much. Not complaining at all, she says, with the cushions behind her back. But apart from that, I've been the model subject.
So, Kate, they've got Martha in quite a tricky position for a sitter.
I know, she's very adventurous. I mean, that's not going to be comfortable for the whole day, and it says a lot. It's got a lot of power. I think it's a great pose.
Great pose, but they're not painting her from the neck down.
I mean, this is a problem. Neither Mark nor Fenella are using the pose.
Because the blood flow stops and you start to not be able to feel the lower arm of your leg, and we don't want that.
No, it's a bit unfair to inflict serious pins and needles.
Can you not feel your arse?
I can't really feel my ass, no. My ass has left the building.
Sitting still is very, very tricky. Much harder than you think it is. And I can't feel either of my buttock cheeks.
Is Lawrence a good sitter?
I think he's fabulous. He's got that beautiful rock and roll hair, and he's come with the leather jacket. He's really giving them character.
We've never had an artist rush forward before and change the set.
I understand, Jenny. The set is very simple. It's got brown and orange in it. As an artist, you want to work with contrast, so she's chosen a rather beautiful blue.
It wears very well behind Lawrence.
Yeah.
Part of the creative process is finding ways to bring the sitter to life.
She has the most fantastic eyes, and I'm nervous of them. They're such a fantastic, intense stare, and I want to get it. Because life is in the eyes. I mean, look at her eyes. They're brilliant. They're brilliant.
I always ask the question, why do people have eyes? Because they're always so difficult. I'm just trying to work out what to leave of the pink, because it's so vibrant. This is where it could absolutely fall to bits, and probably will.
You...
Yes, I know what you're going to say.
What?
I've moved his nose up and down his face several times now.
Yeah, is it a tricky nose to get? No, it's a lovely nose, but is it tricky to paint?
It's kind of droops down a bit.
Right.
There.
Oh, yeah.
Right, do you have to go now, because I have to do something?
I'm contractually obliged to be here.
Nearly 2 hours in, when most artists are working out how to refine their portraits, one has decided to start again.
I've lost his arms, I've lost his legs, I've lost his hands, his wretched hands. I don't want to see your hands ever again. I was attempting things I actually technically couldn't do. So the best thing now is to go closer in and just hope that a bit of fiddle fanning around get something that's at least attractive to look at.
At this stage, anything could go wrong, I think. The thing about having it black and white is that you can lose that vibrancy. It's funny, because Annika's hidden behind this easel. I can just see her feet. Hello.
I'm wondering whether I'm almost finished. I mean, not been in this situation before. Who knows? Do we just keep going? Do we dabble? I've no idea how much time we've got left. I kind of prefer not to know, I think.
Battersea Arts Centre, we're putting 6 celebrities to the test. Painting actor and musician Lawrence Fox, actress Martha Plimpton, and Olympic medalist Denise Lewis, whose son is giving one of our artists some advice.
So, my great critic, Kane, what do you think?
Because it's colourful. It's got, like, tons of life to it. It's not just a dull picture.
Would you have thought it was your mum?
I wouldn't get it first guess, but maybe second or third.
I'll live with that, ladies and gentlemen. Third guess.
But if they're in it to win, the opinion that matters most is that of the judges.
I've worked with quite a few of our artists today, and they are taking this far more seriously than anything I've done with them.
They're very keen. I've got a theory that if you're creative in one direction, you can be creative in another. How's your painting, by the way?
Rubbish. So moving swiftly along, Martha's section. We have 2 deadly serious competitors and 2 really good painters.
What's interesting is that they both paint in a similar way. Both Mark and Fenella put down tones that are related to skin and they're drawing properly.
I'd like to know what you think. Why did Mark put down that bright pink?
We're very familiar with artists not liking the white of the canvas, and they like tones that they can sort of place the head against.
Fenella's found a fantastic likeness. I've got great hopes for that portrait.
She's very well practiced, she really studies. Hopefully she'll be able to kind of loosen up enough to give us the kind of finish that she's happy enough with.
Now, painting Denise, great sitter, great pose.
Sophie is quite instinctive in the way she draws, and she's doing an awful lot of looking at Denise. The work will only build and build and build throughout the day.
It's just an extraordinary sort of sophistication with these pencils, and I'm not sure we've ever had anyone work in such a realist way with pencils that quickly.
Annika painted her submission with a twig. She's used the end of a brush, she's used her fingers, her palm.
Yes.
What's she going to do, smear paint on her forehead and headbutt the portrait?
And to be honest, I didn't think we were going to see anything when it started out, because there was this kind of frantic, and from out of that chaos, she's produced this magnificent head, and I think it's really refreshing to see somebody arrive at it in a completely different way.
I love the combination in Lawrence's section. We've got Jenny doing a bit of painting and decorating of the set, and James just bearding it out.
What is interesting, I found, is that the way they are as performers whom we know is the way they paint. Somehow, there's something wonderfully, creatively comic about what Jen is doing.
Her painting is a bit like her. It's slightly spiky and sort of going off in different directions, and you can feel the energy emanating from the inside out, in a way. It doesn't look remotely like Lawrence, I have to say, but we've got a way to go yet.
She's on a second painting of Lawrence, so I mean,
I think we're going to see a whole raft of stuff.
What's interesting with both Jenny and James is that they do rely on the happy accident as well.
James's process is one of editing, so knowing that there's a beautiful mistake and knowing to incorporate it.
Yeah.
Well, what a collection of characters, what a collection of paintings being formed, and what an afternoon we're in for.
Absolutely.
Sophie.
Hi.
You're very quiet. I haven't heard anything from you. Very focused down there.
I'm trying to do you justice, so I'm head down. How are you doing?
I think I might need a little caffeine fix soon. I don't want to slip off the chair and fall asleep.
You a bit of chocolate?
Do you have some?
Yeah.
You're the best.
I'm still in likeness bit rather than life. It's so strong and regal. I'd like to get more of that. That focus is astonishing.
Achieving character in a portrait is hard enough in today's time limit, especially when you've ditched your first couple of attempts.
I've been keeping an eye on you from a distance.
Have you?
And you seem to be doing...
You weirdo.
Do You produced about 15 paintings.
Do you know what? I'm not mucking about. I made him look like
What
a girl
number is this?
now. This is 3.
Oh, right.
And then I'm stopped. But I've had enough of his face.
How can you make him look like a girl? He's a model of masculinity.
He's not, though, is he, really? He's got a lot of female in him.
Has he? Because
Well,
he's got
it's-
a lot of hair on his face.
Yeah, no, but he's neat featured, isn't he? This is not going to work, this one. I think I might have peaked.
How soon do you know it's not going to work?
Oh, about now.
Annika, it's really just letting itself go.
I think so, isn't
It's
it?
amazing spontaneity.
Do you think?
I'm no judge.
Yeah.
But I mean, I think it's a really fine portrait as it stands.
It's killing me.
It's
killing me.
You're such a worrier. Art is meant to be soothing, relaxing.
No, it's not. It's got to be torture. It's literally horrible. You cry, and you go home and have a gin and tonic.
We'll all do that. There's less than 1 hour to go.
Mark, there's a kind of a stepping up of energy here.
Terror.
Terror, is it?
What are you talking to me for, then?
I've been saving you up all day. What are you trying to do now?
Finish.
And what does that mean? What does
I
finish?
don't know. I want to step back and be happy, I suppose.
Step back and be happy.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That sort of looks like him, but not enough to impress anybody, I think. So if I go and stand over there, what do you think?
Good.
Oh, God, it's awful. Yeah, it's better when you're close up.
I get very nervous until I can start to see it literally reveal itself. The eyes are right, the nose is right, the mouth is right. Because 1 little millimetre out and it can throw it.
Total nightmare. In a hurry. I can see what's wrong with it, but I think it's recognisably Martha. I hope Martha likes it.
Competing to become Celebrity Portrait Artist of the Year, our 6 contenders are painting Martha Plimpton, Lawrence Fox and Denise Lewis. Their 4-hour challenge is nearly up.
I really feel I've thrown my soul at this. It's been such a learning curve from there to there today.
I think I've just woken her up accidentally. I mean, on the canvas. She was very half asleep. I think I've woken her up.
Oh.
Choice between 1 or 2, and I've got to make my mind up. Help. I don't know whether to choose 1 or 2. What do you think? I'm hoisted by my own petard. I don't know which one to go for. I took a straw poll in the room, and this one came top.
Excellent. But you've got 3 paintings for the day, and the others only have 1 each.
Yeah, so I should get some kind of prize.
Quality. Quantity.
Quantity. What are you saying?
Artists, you have 5 minutes left.
God! Oh, God.
We're watching your final marks.
Oh, man.
What are the priorities?
The shirt? I think it's sort of her, because it's really strong and...
I still regret you didn't do the pose with the leg over the chair.
I know.
It's a bit late now.
It's
She's
a
got
bit...
5 minutes left.
I've captured someone better than him. I've captured a more handsome rock star.
You're working up to the very end.
I am. Well, I keep kind of trying to stop and then...
Can't help yourself.
I can't stop.
Well, I'll let you just put in those last drops.
I think that's it. Gotta stop.
Oh, I stopped you. Oh, no.
Artists, your time is up.
Please put down your equipment and move away from your portraits.
After a hard day's posing, our sitters finally get to see the artwork and choose which version of themselves they'd like to take home.
Lawrence, this has been a busy section.
It has.
Jenny's painted 46 portraits of you. James has stolidly...
Just on the one.
Just worked, and with a great focus. Well, I can't put it off a moment longer. So please, artists, can I ask you to turn your easels?
Wow, they're really different. I really like both of them.
Have a closer look at Jenny's.
Yeah.
I wouldn't.
I think you look like Vincent van Gogh if he'd been in a band.
Yeah. It makes you feel something.
I feel slightly embarrassed.
Why? I look quite intelligent and vulnerable.
It's because you've got a very big forehead in it.
All right. Yeah, I'm not sure I like it so much anymore. It's amazing. I feel very noble. I do look like I'm looking out to the people.
Your people?
Other people that went to RADA.
OK.
It's the man I wish I was.
What a wonderful thing to have in a portrait, then.
Yes. Bless. It's a beautiful picture.
Right, come on, then. Tell me if you want to go home with a Jenny Eclair or a James Fleet.
I'm going to take a James Fleet.
I don't blame you.
Congratulations, Olivia.
Congratulations, James. Well done. It's the ear.
The moment of truth is here.
Fantastic.
Artists, turn round your easels, please.
Oh, wow. These are amazing. You got my crooked eyes really well.
I told you.
Come and meet them.
Yeah. Yeah, I look a little demonic.
Yes.
I love the brightness of it, and I love how striking it is, you know?
Good.
Yeah. No, it's really fabulous. This is really impressive. With the shadows and the... This is really wild.
I love the tip of the shirt.
I do too. I love that. Yeah. It's really wonderful.
Now, you have to make a choice.
They're both so different that it's very hard to choose, you know? But, so don't be mad, Mark, but I think I prefer this one.
Well, let's not put it off any longer. Artists, please turn your easels.
I don't know where to look first.
Let's take a closer look.
The first thing that strikes me is the eyes. I think you've made me look quite attractive there.
And no beard.
And no beard.
You're beardless.
I think you've done an awesome job.
Thank you.
Wow, wow, wow. It's flamboyant, it's...
Full of energy,
it's
isn't
full
it?
of energy.
Yeah. And you painted it using almost every bit of your body, didn't you?
I gave it my all.
Now then, Denise, I'm afraid you have to make a choice.
This is the hard bit. I really do see me in that one, so it's Sophie.
Whether or not they'll be giving up their day jobs just yet, it's time for their work to be scrutinised by our judges.
What a cracking set of portraits they've given us.
It's been a fantastic day.
Let's start with James's. Very noble, very fine head.
James set himself the task today of responding to beautiful accidents. And I think it worked particularly well on the jacket because, I mean, does that not feel like a leather jacket?
I think this diagonal that goes across the back of Lawrence's head gives a nice sense of movement.
Jenny, of course, did 3 paintings, and then she took a poll, and they all felt that that was her best, and I think they were right.
It doesn't look like Lawrence, but it feels like Lawrence, and I like the idea of an alternative likeness.
I mean, it's a kookier version of him, but there's nothing incorrect, really, about the way the figure sits. And I think they're both true versions of him today. They're just done very much in the eye of the artist.
Annika's given us a fantastic portrait of Denise.
I think what she did catch in Denise was the knowing look that she adopted in her face. Who'd have thought that a green face would work so effectively?
It's a really sensitive portrait as well, out of this sort of rather crude approach.
Sophie, on the other hand, worked in a completely different way.
This is a very measured, very careful pencil drawing.
That editing of just the line of the shirt is such a nice counterbalance to the finishedness of the head. She did very well.
I think together they both add up to a tribute to what a wonderful sitter she was.
Fenella's given us a fine portrait of Martha.
It's deep, it's rich, it's romantic. And I like the little touches in it, and that collar sort of going off in that direction.
You really get a sense of Martha, the New York actress. It looks like she's on stage. It's a very powerful portrait.
Mark's given us a very vibrant pink portrait. Martha said it made her look slightly demonic.
I just think that he's just given it a bit of edge, and the pink certainly gives it attitude, and she had attitude.
I'd love to see what Mark would have done with, you know, a few more hours, because the bones of Martha there are very, very good.
There we go, we have 6 portraits, but there can be only one Celebrity Portrait Artist of the Year.
Oh, it's difficult.
It's going to be tough.
I know my winner.
Oh.
Yeah. Well, artists, it's been a great day. We've learnt so much from watching you work. It's been a pleasure. However,
there can be only one Celebrity Portrait Artist of the Year, and the judges have decided who that will be. The artist that they have chosen showed great focus and delivered an intense character study. And that artist is Fenella Woolgar.
I mean, I'm embarrassingly thrilled. I'm just so beyond happy. It's so fantastic. And I said I wasn't competitive, and clearly I am. I'm just absolutely over the moon. Can you tell?
Fenella's a hugely deserving winner. I knew she'd win. She's a brilliant painter, and I think it's a really sensitive and gorgeous likeness.
We have had an absolutely cracking day. We had 6 strong personalities, and everybody was really taking it seriously. I think what we really loved most about Fenella, it felt like a real character study. It was this sort of essence, this feeling of Martha sitting there.
Am I allowed to say that I think we all want a drink? A drink with my fantastic fellow competitors. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do.
to find out about next year's competition, visit our website, skyartsartistoftheyear.tv.